What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we are going to be previewing the Manchester United game at the Etihad Stadium in the Carabao Cup semi-final, second leg, another Manchester derby. Before we crack on with this video though, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying this content, then help support my channel by subscribing, pressing that red button, pressing the bell, putting your push notifications on to be notified immediately when I do upload. We're aiming for 6,000 subscribers, so any help towards that will be much appreciated. You can also find my social media links in the description below and popping up on screen if you want to go and search for me and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. That will be much appreciated. I'll keep you up to date with everything happening with the latest JSGC news, latest Manchester City news, any general football and sport news, and also Manchester City transfer news too, retweeting sources and stuff, so it's worthwhile follow me on there if you so wish. You can also find my email in the description below if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below with your score and team prediction for this game. I'm going to start with our oppositions first. No Rashford for Manchester United in this game, so that is one less problem for us. We could well see Greenwood starting up top for them instead. I'm expecting to see Anthony Martial starting in this game. I'm expecting that United will probably go with as near as possible the same squad that beat Manchester City in the Premier League at the Etihad Stadium. So I'm expecting to see James out on the wing too. We could well see Fred returning to the squad too. One interesting question is, will Jesse Lingard start in this game? And will David De Gea start in this game? Or will it be Romero? I imagine it will be David De Gea. I imagine this will probably be Manchester United's strongest team. Manchester United, they're looking for momentum. They're looking to try and, well, get a good result here. Might not mean they knock Manchester City out, but they'll be looking to try and cause an upset, get a draw, even pick up a win if they could knock us out too. That could be a huge moment for Manchester United and Gunnar Solskjaer's future. So City just need to be wary. I find it really strange. We played so well in that first half at Old Trafford. 3-0. The game should be dead. We should be all, well, speaking about how this is a dead rubber and we're on our way to Wembley. Instead, we've still got a job to do. And if we go in with the attitude that we've still got a job to do, I'm confident we'll get it done. We can't afford complacency here. Now, in terms of football, what we're expecting from Man United, the counter-attack once again. So we're going to have to try and keep them quiet for the first 20 or 30 minutes of this game, something we didn't do very well at all. Manchester United managed to create 3 or 4 very good opportunities in the first 30 minutes, put a couple of opportunities in the back of the net. They were very clinical, United, in them first 30 minutes, and it caused, well, fatal damage to Manchester City in terms of that game. So they're going to try and do something like that again. They're 3-1 down, they're chasing the game, but United won't hit the panic button, not right from the off. This isn't we're not going up against all guns blazing here. If it was 3-0, I would say so. United would have to do something, but they'll try and be nice and level-headed. They know that if they can keep it at 0-0 for 60 minutes or so, then try and accelerate and try and hurt Manchester City. So it's up to City to try and keep them quiet and keep this nice and professional and treat this basically like it's a 0-0 game, really. Just try and play a normal game, learn our lessons, keep Man United quiet for 20 or 30 minutes, accelerate, finish the end of the half, finish the end of the half at a sprint finish, try and pick up that goal and just, you know, try and demoralise our oppositions that way. Then we can go back to being a nice, free-flowing Manchester City, really. I'm more than happy for City to not take it easy in this game, but just absorb a little bit more, not have to dominate our oppositions as often. Let's not forget, we're 3-1 up. We've got a nice, comfortable lead here. This is just a great practice, in my opinion, for two-legged fixtures like the Champions League, something that we've not been too great at when we've gone up against English opposition. So, fantastic practice, this one. A Manchester derby too. We battered them at Old Trafford. We've got the one job done there. We've got another job to do here. Let's just try and be nice and professional, get the job done, treat it nice and professionally, absorb and hurt them on the counter-attack. And by that, I mean that, do you remember the Manchester City game with Pellegrini when we played PSG? Manchester City just absorbed and absorbed and absorbed, clinical in the end up picking that 1-0 win. That's enough needed for City to go through, and that's something I'm looking at trying for us to do again. Strongest team possible, I feel like City needs to put out here, because United will definitely have their strongest team out too. So I'm looking for City just to try and treat this like it's 0-0 and go from there. To me, please go 5 at the back, in my opinion. That's what I've been looking for in terms of form for Manchester United. Last midweek, lost 2-0 at home against Burnley, and so United are under pressure. Solskjaer is under pressure. They're needing to do something. They need to do something. They played Tranmere away on difficult conditions in Birkenhead, ending up winning the game 6-0, nice and attacking. That's them making a response, and they know now they're capable of scoring goals. They'll take confidence from that game, and they'll go into this game too. They know if they can score a goal or two in that first half at the Etihad Stadium, then they're well in this tie. So Manchester City need to be very, very careful. And I'd completely understand if City just started passing it around and kind of wasting minutes and just taking things nice and calm, as long as we don't concede. Otherwise they'll get hounded for being too passive. So City, the easiest way to deal with this, literally play your normal game, treat it like it's 0-0. We're playing a normal Manchester derby match at the Etihad Stadium. We're looking to win the game. Let's go out there and get that job done and learn our lessons from the Premier League last time round. I always like to see how City respond to a situation when something hasn't gone our way, so it'll be interesting to see how it goes here. One thing City need to avoid is, if City are going to concede a goal, don't bring down players and get red cards and let Man United in it that way like it did against Wolves. They end up getting on top and scoring 3 goals against us, and that's something we need to be careful of. If there's a 1v1 early on, let Man United have that shot. If that means them scoring the goal, we can still work with that. It's better than bringing them down, going down to 10 men, because we're then going to be chasing the game, and United know they can score at any one point. City down to 10 men, we're in a situation, so we need to be careful going into this game. Now, in terms of team news for Manchester City, Benjamin Mendy, he's probably going to miss out on this game. He missed out in the last game, so he'll probably miss out in this game. Will Aymeric Laporte be risked? I'm not too sure. He did sit out the FA Cup game, so he could feature here. If he does feature here, then I wouldn't expect to see him in the weekend in the Premier League. Will it be Eric Garcia that starts? Will City make some squad rotation? Will it be Ederson or Bravo? I imagine it'll probably be Bravo, but I imagine everything else will probably be near enough the strongest 11 that City could go for. Will it be Aguero and Jesus up top? Will it be one or the other? Will it be 5 at the back? Will it be 4 at the back? Will Cancelo feature after getting that little knock on his heel? These are questions we don't know the answer to yet, so it's going to be interesting to see what City are going to go for. A little bit unpredictable, very difficult to be able to predict the team for this game. But before I do predict the team, I'm going to give you my thoughts on the game. I'm going to go for 2-1 to Manchester City. Like I said, I want City to absorb and hurt Manchester United as the game goes on. They're going to want to counter-attack against us. I feel like if we play our normal game, then that allows them to be able to do that. But if City play their normal game and we can get on top, and most importantly, we are clinical and put our chances away just like we did at Old Trafford in that first half, match that intensity, match what we did in that game, just repeat it. That'd be fantastic, wouldn't it? Go 3-0 up again by half-time, go and get the job done. Like I said, this is great practice for the Champions League for Manchester City. So yeah, I'm going to pop up my team prediction now for you. I've gone for Bravo in goal. I would have Ederson starting, in my honest opinion, if I was the manager, but I'm not. And I'm almost certain that Bravo will be starting in this game. So that's my prediction, that Bravo will start. I reckon it'll be Walker instead of Cancelo, because of Cancelo's little knock to his heel. Otherwise, I would have had Cancelo starting in this game. I've gone for Stones, Fernandinho and Otamendi. Stones to return to the starting 11, see how he gets along after a couple of iffy performances, shall we say, so he might get a chance for redemption here. And going for 5 at the back. Otamendi have been very solid for City over the last few games, so yeah, I'd certainly be having him start. I feel like we always look comfortable with Zinchenko starting, so I've gone with him ahead of Angelino, but I was impressed with Angelino during the game against Fulham, and I wouldn't have a problem with him starting. That is presuming Mendy isn't fit. If Mendy is fit, I probably still wouldn't start him because we don't need to, in my opinion. I've gone for Gunnar, Kevin De Bruyne and Phil Foden to start in the middle. We could see David Silva start again. I'm not too sure. Could we go a couple more options? Could we see Bernardo Silva possibly starting in the centre? But I'm almost certain we'll see Gundogan and Kevin De Bruyne starting. I've gone for Phil Foden. I was impressed with Phil Foden against Fulham. I feel like he needs more minutes. What better than a Manchester derby? Go and get the job done. Sitting at the top of the midfield three and playing a 5 at the back. That's something I could dig. I feel like he'd be very accustomed to that. And I've gone for something we don't see too often, and something that I'd like to see a lot more of: Aguero and Gabriel Jesus starting up top. I feel like they can feed off each other and score goals. I feel like if we went with the well, whatever formation we went with, I feel like if we had Aguero and Jesus starting up top, I feel like they'd score goals and make things happen. Jesus, of course, scored a brace going in against Fulham. Aguero in scintillating form. Both of them seem to be finding their feet very nicely. Get them in the starting 11. Let's see where we go from there. That's my team prediction. Love to know your team prediction and score prediction in the comments below. But this is Wednesday, January 29th, Etihad Stadium, 7:45 PM GMT kickoff time. League Cup semi-final second leg. We're in front of our own fans. This is for a place at Wembley Stadium, a Manchester derby. Wembley in a cup final on the line here. It's cold, it's dark, it's miserable. Let's go and brighten up the dark, cold, miserable nights in January, and let's go and beat Manchester United. Of course, it's currently one win apiece for Manchester United and Man City in Manchester derbies this year. We're looking to try and sort that out and go ahead and yeah, go. We don't want Man United thinking that they're capable of beating us too often. They've got one win against us. That's, to me, is more than enough for the season. Let's go and beat them here. Let's go and get the job done. Get the job done in the Premier League too. Make that 3 wins to their 1, and that'll certainly do me well, no end. But one last note, you have got the Aston Villa game against Leicester City. That is at Villa Park. That is before Manchester City's game with Man United. City playing on the Wednesday on January 29th. Tuesday the 28th will be the match of Aston Villa against Leicester City. That's 1-1. Placed at Wembley. They will be our oppositions should we get to the Cup final, which, considering we're 3-0 up at Old Trafford at half-time, I'm going to be really disappointed, borderline, well, very upset if we don't get to the Wembley from here. City, of course, the back-to-back League Cup champions. Let's go and get the job done. So there we go, that has been the video. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy this video, leave a thumbs up so I know that you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below with your score and team predictions. Subscribe if you're new around here, press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. You can also find my social media links in the description below and popping up on screen for my Twitter and Instagram. If you want to go and follow me on there, then please feel free to do so. Email also in the description below for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. And don't forget also, enjoy the game if you are going, and enjoy your week. Let's go. Let's try and get to Wembley and try and hold our trophy again, and also beat Manchester United along the way. What's not to love? Love it. So there we go. That's been the video. I'll see you all again for the next video. So I've been JSGC. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace. Ciao for now.